what is the search string functionality means? Let's say for outgoing payment. Now, now I have the two bank accounts. So one is a Axis Bank account. Let's say now another one is a. I'll take an example here is a. Okay, so one is a Axis Kotak Bank. I'll take it here. Okay, one is a Kotak Bank current account. It is there. Another one is a Kotak Bank cash deposit account. It is there. So my requirement here is that. So when I'm going to process the statement, okay, which is related to the current account, Kotak Bank savings account, current account related statement, when I am processing electronic bank statement, it is going to, this is my main bank account, this is the outgoing clearing account. Please concentrate here. But my requirement here is that for the same time for cash deposit account, the bank accounts are differ here. This is my main bank account. This is outgoing clearing account. So there is no relationship. This and both are differ. So, but the transaction code, right, which I had explained you, the transaction code, external transaction code, this transaction code is a common. This transaction code is a common for both the bank accounts. So in the bank statement, they will send both the transactions in one statement, but account numbers will be differ. If such a situation, only one transaction, right? Okay, so here, if I go to the OT83, okay, so what is happening here? Assign external transactions, right? So here you can see here for 495, I can assign only one posting rule. Let me show you. For outgoing, ITOU already assigned. Let me try to assign one more. Something else. Let me assign anyone. Okay, for our understanding. Let's see. See now, target key must be different from the source key. So meaning that the system is saying that it's already been assigned this transaction code, some other posting rule. We cannot assign more than one posting rule here. You cannot assign. So if that is the situation, what we will do? If that could be the situation, because the transaction type is same, the banks are following the same format, then there is a concept to call it as a search string functionality. So by applying the search string functionality, what system does is a system will derive the based on the string functionality, based on the search string functionality, system will apply the appropriate posting rules when system will identify that bank accounts information. Okay, so here for this one, what we have to do, we must have to configure the two separate posting rules. Okay, for testing purpose. So we can see this one, how this is going to configure. Okay, this testing I will show you for the charges, bank charges. Okay, so now charges, either we can use. So now standard instructions, okay, that is fine. 104, we can use either it's incoming. We'll do some configuration for the bank charges. Bank charges. I don't think that bank charges, that is not there, but charges we can configure any one BI code, then we can see 104. 104 is the incoming. Then another one is where you can say 150 for the pay link charges, then 209 world link, 44 collection charges. Okay, collection charges, common charge fees, which we can use the BI code. Miscellaneous fee, we can also configure 698, whatever. Okay, that we will see that one. Okay, so now how we need to achieve this functionality. Okay, so how we need to achieve this functionality in case if I want to derive, but here the concept is that the BI code is the same. for this BI code, I want to apply two posting rules here. The posting rules will be differ because why posting rules are differ? Because the bank accounts are two bank accounts are differ here. That is where it is coming into picture. So now in this case, now you can see here. In this case, the search string will come into picture. The system will search the values, which value should interpret at the time of EBS processing. The search string can be implemented only on note to payee. Okay. So I mentioned, right, note to payee. So the record number 88, where you can see here, record number 88. You can take any information, okay, from this record, then you can configure the search string, not 16, 88. You can see note to payee information by applying, by doing some, let's say now, whenever the system will identify India for this transaction, then it has to apply this posting rule. In case if system will is identifying some Naukari, okay, in the record number 88 for another transaction, it should apply this posting rule. Okay, there should be some unique values, and also that value should be I mean, it's a constant value should be required. Then only that such a string is going to work in order to do the in order to derive that one. Okay, so for this one, what we have to do, we must have to do the configuration into the system. Then I will show you. Okay, for this one, okay, the implementation note to pay on file, for BI file format, okay, for BI file format, the note to payee is record number 88. For MT940, the file format note to pay is 86. Okay, so 86 is the, if your client is following the file format is MT940, then note to pay information is 86. For BI file format, then you can use the 88, record number 88. So now, in order to achieve this requirement, what we need to do exactly? Okay, let's do the configuration in the system. We have to upload EBS file into the system. There are, okay, now this uploading, which I had already shown to you in the yesterday session, how to delete the statement, the below one, the below explanation. How to delete the EBS statement from SAP system. Okay, these are the steps which you need to follow this one. Okay, then you can follow. Sorry, EBS. Okay, this the below steps which are representing that one. Okay, if you BKO identify that one, then you can find the statement and you can delete it. Then postings also, which I have given. But let's see that the search string, how it is going to work. Okay, at this moment, we have only the one bank account. We have only the one bank account here. So now the bank account, what I am having here. Sorry. So now in SAP system, in our company code, FI12, you can see here ITIN. Okay, so first thing is that, okay, sorry. So now we have only one bank account. Okay, so 5121926. So this has the main bank account. The first step, what we have to do in order to achieve that search string functionality, then configuration steps to achieve search string functionality. So first, what we have to do, then step number one is a create GL account. So the GL accounts which I want to create the same main bank account, outgoing outgoing clearing account, then incoming. Okay, for this one, let me create the 3 separate GL accounts, individual GL accounts into the system. Now, yes, so 500, 100. Let me create ITIN. Let me copy the GL account. Okay. ITIN. Okay, so here I'll put it. Here is the okay, cash deposit account, CD account, CD account. I'll put it here. For tag CD, okay, I'll put it here. Cash deposit account. Now let me create one more. Okay, so here what I'll do, Kotak CD outgoing. Kotak cash deposit outgoing account. Now next one is a Kotak in. Right, in place of this one, it's in place of outgoing, it is the incoming account. So we have created the accounts now. So after now the GL accounts, let me put, because we had already created, right? Okay. Now zero one 0. So for previous account, okay, remember, let's have a look at once again. So 500 series, right? These three GL accounts are belongs to other account, but one thing which I missed here. Okay. So you can see here 500, 100 is a main bank account, right? So 500, 101. This reconciliation account I have to change here. See now this reconciliation account, again it will throw the error. Ensure that one. This we must have to change this one. So the main bank account is different, not that account. Okay. Now, if you go to here, these 3 bank accounts, which I had explained, let's assume for it's a current account. For cash deposit account, I have created as a separate set of accounts. Okay. So now separate set of accounts where I have created for, you can see 500, 100, completely that's series is differ. This series is differ here. So now my requirement is that, but both the bank accounts, when they are sending that statement, when they are sending that EBS statement with the same, with one BI code, okay, then, but it should derive the different GL accounts. Okay. So now the next step would be which I want to create the bank account here in this one. Let me create the bank account. Let's create the bank account. So if I want to create the bank account here, S22 user 61, because as you know, through Fury app only we can create this one. Okay. So now let me search that. Manage bank accounts is the Fury app. It's taking some time. Okay, so now manage bank accounts. Now I'm going to create the bank accounts now. Bank account one which we had already created. Okay, so now let me create the new one. Company code ITIN 02. Create this one. So now Kotak cash deposit account. Account description, account ID. Let's give that some account. Bank key which we had already created, right? So the bank key, let's create that bank key here. Let me enter that one. Okay, bank country, region India, currency, which currency it is going to support, Indian rupees. Then it's a, so here it is already there. Okay, so the bank key, where is that bank key? So this is the bank key. I'm giving the bank key here. Okay, give that bank key. Now go to the connectivity here, straightforward. Then create account ID. So now KOCD. Okay, let me put it cash deposit account. Now give the GL account here, what it is been, what it has created. Okay, so now 500, 100 for cash deposit account. Now apply, save as inactive. This is a common. Okay, common. Now let's go to the activate. Okay, account. Now you can see the status, it is in inactive state. 01, it is their status here. Now active. I'm just activating this account. Okay, so now the steps, the next one would be here. The second step, create the bank account by using manage bank account we will have, okay, we have created the bank account. So now let's check the bank accounts in FI12 transaction code. Check the bank accounts in FI12. Okay, whether the two bank accounts which are available are not into the system. Now let's see into the system now. Okay, only one bank account I could see here. Let's me go back, come back, house bank. FI12. Now let's, because it did not refresh it, right? So that could be the reason we are unable to see. House banks, only one house bank. Now you can see here. Now there are two banks. One is for Kotak Mahindra salaries account, another one is the cash deposit account. So this is a current account, this is a cash deposit account. So now two accounts are ready. But now for these two accounts, the requirement here is that only one external transaction which should get from the bank. Okay, so that is where the confusion, and also each and every bank has a separate GL account, so that should derive the different GL account. So how this is going to achieve this one? Okay, we will see this one into the, we will see this one. Okay, how the search string functionality which is going to work. Okay, so as I mentioned, right now I have a meeting. Okay, so we'll complete tomorrow accounts payable concept. Okay, this search string configuration is already done, but the next step would be a define define account define account symbols. Then the next one is a assign accounts to account symbols. Then next is already available. Define account symbols. Now let's go to the system here. /n. Okay. So here that account symbols, as you remember, the account symbols which I had already defined here. Okay, so here the logic here is that in case if you want to follow, okay, if you want to use the same account symbol for multiple bank accounts, so here there will be a masking functionality will be available. So plus 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 we need to map, there will be some logic. Okay, so now again that and all you people will get too confused. First let's create the new account symbols. Okay, ITK. Okay. But again, if I create new account symbols, the problem here is that the payment method, because only one payment method, right, which we are following. Okay, let's do it. ITK1, let me create for the main bank account. ITK, ITKM, ITK out, outgoing, IT, ITK, okay, for incoming. Now I'm defining these three account symbols here. Okay, so let me assign this one. We copy. Okay, because this is a very, very important for your interview point of view. Define account symbols, right? First, let me paste, then after that, I'll adjust this. Okay, Now the account symbols are defined here. Now let me assign accounts to the account symbols. Now let's go to the ITKM. Okay, account symbol, currency, then 500, 100. Okay, main bank account. Then ITK outgoing 101. Okay, outgoing clear. Then ITKI incoming 500, 102. Okay, incoming and outgoing. How these GL accounts are deriving? Because yesterday I had already created the GL accounts. Now in front of you, I have created the I have created this account symbols, and now create keys for the posting rule. ITK. Let me define that. ITK outgoing. ITKI, okay, incoming. I need only the two posting rules here. Now posting rules, assign accounts to account symbols. This was already done. Define posting rules, right? Now this is also done, right? Okay, so this is also done. Now define posting rules, then create posting rules. So the next one is next step is create posting rule. Now let's go to the create. Okay, define posting rules. So create transaction type, which is already there, right? ITIN. Okay, but create posting. Okay, define create keys for the posting rule. Okay, create keys for the posting rule. Sorry. For the posting rule. This step is above. Then define posting rule. Okay, so now define posting rules. Now what I'm trying to do, define posting rules, and then let me create a new entry, or else IT, right? We had already created. Okay, so 2525. Let me copy this one. What is the posting rule? ITKO. Okay, for outgoing. Then here I just need to change the GL accounts here. I need to change the GL accounts here. So account symbol ITKO. Okay, ITKO is the what is that? The ITKO is representing that it's an outgoing clearing account. If you wanted to see here, because I remember that is the reason I'm just mapping ITKO. Now, okay, outgoing clearing account. So the outgoing clearing account will be debit. Then your main bank account will be now. Okay, outgoing clearing account will be debit. Your main bank account will be credit here. Okay, ITKM. ITKM. Okay, so now ITKO, the posting rule which has been mapped here. ITKO. Define posting rule. The ITKO. I'll show you this one. Now create transaction type which we had already created. Now the question is that here the complexity here. Yesterday, as I have mentioned, ITOU, the posting rule which is already there. Okay, when the electronic bank statement, it consists of the same transaction type is the same, but company code is same, but posting rule should be differ. Okay, depends on my bank. There are two banks are there. One is Kotak Bank, another one is another bank. So when we receive the statements from the bank statement in single statement, it is going to have two bank statements. If that is the case, then but the external transaction is a one, the posting rule should be derived based on my bank account. But here I cannot map two posting rules for one transaction type here. That is where the complexity here. So in order to achieve this situation, okay, then I will first let me complete this one. ITIN, right? First, let me map this configuration. Okay, or else we'll do one thing, new entries. FI12, right? FI12, we'll see here based on this. Let's map here. Company code here. Okay, this is the bank key here. Now, the bank key, bank account number, bank account number. Okay, so now the bank account number, one is a cash deposit account. Now, this is the bank account number where you can bank account number. Transaction type, you can assign the transaction type. Company code is a ITIN. Okay, so this bank is related. Now that electronic bank statement configuration we have completed. Now the requirement here is that, okay, now the requirement, I'm going back again. Okay, please concentrate. I'm requesting you people and again. Now we have the two bank accounts. Okay, I'm just explaining once again for your convenient purpose only what we are doing now. Okay, what we are doing now. Now, search string process with an example. Okay, with an example. Now, first thing is that what we are having? We are having the two bank accounts. Remember, we have two bank accounts. Okay, one is a cash deposit account, one is a salaries account. Now, the requirement here is that when the condition, okay, the condition here, when the bank will send the EBS statement with the transaction type with the BI code 495, the system should post the GL accounts, should post to the GL accounts. Okay, 500 should post 500. Okay, account should be debit. Okay, since it is this account is a outgoing clearing account. 001, I'll put it here is a outgoing clearing account. Outgoing clearing account should be debit. Then outgoing clearing account should be debit. Then 500. I'll show you this one. Okay, 500 main bank account should be credit here. So this is the requirement here. So this GL accounts which are associated into this posting rule. Okay, so the posting rule are there is a specific posting rule. Okay, so now define posting rules, right? Okay, in this posting rules, two posting rules are there. Okay, ITOU, where you can see here in this ITOU which was already assigned earlier. Okay, so ITOU, this posting rule, it has two things. One is a main bank account, one is an outgoing clearing account. So it should trigger this GL account. So now the same logic would be applicable here. Okay, so the same logic would be applicable here. What is happening here? Okay, I'll just change the content here. Now, when the bank will send the EBS statement with BI code 495, the system should post to the GL account. Here is a 101. Here it should be a 100. The requirement here is that 100. So what is happening here? So my requirement here is that it should trigger to the, but post transaction BI code is the same. But the way of derivation GL accounts both are different. For this one, it has a separate posting rule. this one, it has a separate posting rule. But the requirement, but a common thing here is that BI code is a 1. Is there any way? So in the system, is there any way to map two posting rules for one external transaction? You cannot map. First, system will throw the error. Okay, let's try that one. Let's try that one. 495, right? Oh, now IT. Okay, so there is a new posting rule, right? ITK. See now. One second, one second. Okay. So, so here, but if you want to do the same setup for the same transaction code, system will not allow. Then what is the next solution would be? Okay, what is the next solution which you are having? Now let's go back. Okay, there is nothing to do here. Okay, so first step would be what you have to do. There is another transaction code. Okay, here first step would be you have to map is a XXX. What is the posting rule of XXX? I only created this XXX. You can see here it is I think it's only the hints are 500. Posting rule, why it is. Yeah. Let me check. It should be there. I remember I wanted to find this one. Yes, now you can say do not post. First thing is that I am just mapping do not post. If I map do not post, then system doesn't know. System doesn't know which one should be which GL accounts or what is the posting rule in order to post this one. Now, the next question would be a system doesn't know at this moment. So how you can achieve this one? Now go to the transaction code. The next one, OTP is the transaction code. Okay. So before going to this one, you need to study the statement here. Okay. So let's open the statement here. Open the statement here. First, let me map this one, ITIN, right? So this one, let me take as an example here. Save as. Search string. OTPM, I'll put it here. OTPM. Okay. So now save this one. Now let me prepare this file. First, I would like to prepare the file. Okay. Then after that only I need to do I will do the configuration uh, for posting rules derivation. Okay. So first step would be what the file it is in front of me. Okay. So first thing is that how to map in case if one file has a multiple bank accounts. Okay. That is all that you can see in the real-time environment. Now, now, now first thing is that the file which is been mapped. Okay. So the file which is been mapped for bank account number 51212926. It's already available. Okay, what I'm trying to do now, let me copy the same. Okay, so let me put this here. Now the house bank account ID is the same. Everything is the same. Only change point here is that the account number, bank account number. Let me put it to the account number. Okay, now, okay, the date here, let's change the date here, 250204. Let it be the 04. Okay, so now this one will be, let it be 3. Then this one, okay, that is fine. 2,71,000 rupees, it has this. That's 71,000. Okay, so the account number will adjust this transaction information. Okay, first this is the account number for 512196. This for this one. Okay, I have prepared the statement. For second statement, okay, this doesn't require here. This doesn't required here, and also this is also doesn't required. Okay, so first thing is that 03 record, which is going to start the account number, because since that house bank is the same, no need to map again and again. Now 0734.
So
Yes,
one is the salaries account, the another one is the cash deposit account.
exactly. You can see here. You can see here. Okay. So I'm just preparing the statement for them. So now I want to map the, okay, here let me put it some amount here. Okay, let me put it some. Here also, let me put the opening balance, right? Opening balance, let it be this one value. Let me enter this value. But here, okay, so let's see now here. All right, okay, now carry. Then here. So 1 second. Now curry, then India. Okay. So here my system would like to search here. When India will come into picture, system should derive separate posting rule. When Naukri will come into picture, because these two things are, it should be common in the statement. Okay, when we receive the statement from the bank for particular this BI code, now then only that rule will work. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay. Now what we have defined, okay, the amounts and all I have not adjusted, right? Amounts and all I will adjust later part. Now let's go to here. Search string, right? I just came here, click on edit, then new entries. Oh, ITIN. Let me put it. Okay, description. Okay. Alternative posting rule derivation. Okay, so now what is the first searching criteria here? So in the statement, you can just refer it for in order to derive this one. First thing, you should have India. Okay, so India, put it India here. That is a common thing, common. Okay, so now you just remove here. Okay, either you can maintain the posting rule here, or you can also maintain the posting rules inside. First, whenever you could see the India, then you need to derive the posting rule. Okay, then that we'll see that one, how you need to map. Go to the tree, new entries. Okay, company code is ITIN. Then select the, okay, see now there are two bank accounts. Okay, so there are, see now bank account which has been defined. There are two bank accounts. Okay, first thing is that L12. For L12, what is the external transaction? Okay, 495 is external transaction. Whether it is an incoming or outgoing amount, it's a negative amount. Interpretation, let's keep it as a standard algorithm. Okay, standard, no interpretation, or else you can keep it. Okay, or else you can keep it as a document reference. Okay, documents number search. Then search string. Okay, which one you want to search, right? Just now created ITIN1. Then which one you want to, what is the target value here? Very, very important one. The target value here is a very, very important one. Now, okay. So now the target value here, very, very important one, where you can see the posting rule. There is a posting rule. You can see here which posting rule you want to activate. Ensure that this should be in active state. Then what is the posting rule which you want to derive? Okay, there are two posting rules, right? So here there are two posting rules here. Okay, one is a ITKO, ITOU. Okay, first let me select the ITOU here. ITOU. Okay, sorry, ITOU. posting rule 1, I have mapped successfully. So the value the system should search India. Remember, okay. So the similar way, first condition, it's been satisfied here. Now, second condition, okay, go to the second condition. Second condition, click on new entries again. Again, ITIN2. Okay, so alternative posting rule. Alternative posting rule. Then what is the next? What is the next one which you want to search from the statement? So now the next one, when Naukari should be coming into picture, then system should consider this one. Okay, remove these values from here, don't keep it, but sometimes it's required in case the posting rule, the derivation functionality which is not going to work, we must have to come back and see here also. Now, okay, so now this, okay, sorry, now the company code is the same, ITIN. Now select the house bank, okay. Now this one, KO, okay, KOCD. Now the transaction code is the same 495. Now it's also a negative value. Now same document search. Then search string is a ITIN2. Okay, remember ITIN2. Now the same, the target field should be a posting rule derivation. Posting rule. What is the posting rule which you are having here? Okay, what is the posting rule? IT, okay. IT, okay. Okay, now you can see both are differ here. Now activate this one. Okay, both are in active state. Now let's post a simple documents into the system and we'll verify whether the system is going to post the document or not. I mean, system will process. Okay, so here this is the requirement here. I already did the configuration for this one. So first let's have a look at into the system. Now in OT83, first condition would be in the external transactions. Okay, so this is the ITIN where I have created. So this one I have assigned XXX. Now after that what I did for the OTPM. Okay, in the OTPM transaction code, this is a search string where you can see search string functionality. For search strings, I have assigned two things, ITIN1 and ITIN2, where the statement, if the statement should have India, where the transaction should have the Naukari. Okay, so now these are the prerequisites which should have. Now let me prepare a statement now for the transactions OTPM. Okay, so now I have prepared a statement also even in the last session. Now, but remember there are two bank accounts here. Okay, these two bank accounts I had already explained you. Just refer this one. But only thing is that which we need to post to the document. One is a 75,000. Another one is a document which we should post is a 50,000. Okay, now let me do the postings into the system. F-43. Now I am posting a document into the system. 07/02/2025. Company code is ITIN. Currency is INR. Let's see this one. Okay, for first vendor number 1, company code. Okay, there are two vendors now. For vendor number 1, let me post the first invoice as a 50,000 rupees. Then remove this one. Is a give the 001 immediate payment. Vendor invoice. So now expense account. Star cost center. Give the cost center since it is expenses related. Okay, this 50,000 rupees, where in the statement you can say 50,000 rupees for the 495 BI code. Now, let me post this one. The first I have posted is at 50,000 rupees, remember. Now the next, let me post another document. The company code is the same, but the vendor is a differ. What is the amount here, which I have described here is at 75,000 rupees. Just for your information. Now, let's check here. So this is the vendor here. 75,000 rupees. Same vendor invoice. Document simulate, then let's post it. Okay, so now the two documents got posted here. Now let's display the document first. FBL 1N for two documents here. For two documents, you can see here. One document is a 50,000 rupees. Then the document 75,000, where you can see here. So by this one, what you can do, you can just will process the payment. Okay, the line item which is in open state. Now let me process this payment. Now F110, okay, where I am giving the F110. Now let me give the today's date 07/02/2025. 2025 ITI 5 company code. Okay, company code, payment method. There are two payment methods. If you remember exactly, so payment method W, two payment methods. Okay, so let's see that FBZB. In the bank determination, right, you will come to know which payment methods are associated here. For this company code. So now you can see payment method 1 and payment method W here. So payment method 1 and W, which I have given here. Next payment run date will give for the 08. Not sure whether we ran or not. That still line. Check 02/08/2025. Okay. Now the supplier, we must have to key the two suppliers here. Two suppliers information. One is a 142, another one is a 521. I'm just giving this one. Just giving this. Now execute it here. Free selection. Okay, free selection. Let it be free selection. Let me select the document numbers here. Let me select the document numbers here. So this document number, let me put this document number. And then let me put another document number. Okay, 50,000 where I have posted 11 and 12. Now additional log, select this one, this one, this one. Okay, now give the supplier number again. Okay, let me save this one. Okay, now let me run the proposal. Start immediate. First, we need to check whether that system is picking that line items or not. We need to check since there are two different payment methods. Since there are two payment methods, 1 second, just getting far. 1 second, 1 second. Yeah. Okay, so there are two payment methods which are listed. Just 1 second. Sir. Now, okay. So let's check the proposal. Whether see now as of now you can see here the system has picked the two line items with different payment methods because the payment methods are differ here. Okay, so now let's have a look at the proposal log also. Okay, if you would like to see still the log proposal log, it should be it should be as a okay. One is a 50,000, the document which has been picked that 50,000. Another one is a 75,000. Mohan, you are following, right? What I am trying to explain here. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So two documents which are individually, it has been picked by the system, okay, without manual intervention. Now let's come back. Now, now the final payment, which I am running the final payment now, create payment, now continue here. Okay, two generated, two completed. It should be green state now. Okay, two should be now two generated, two completed. Let's see the payment document. So two has it. See, two independent documents are generated separately here. You can see here. Okay, so now you can see here. Okay, one is a 5006, another one is a 2003. Now for 50,000, first let's have a look at for the 50,000, right? So the 50,000. I'm just preparing the document, right? For 50,000. First one is a 50,000, right? For 50,000, this is the document number. Okay, so for 75,000, the document is this one. For 75,000, for 75,000, the document is this one for 75,000. So now there are two documents. Now we have to process this statement. Now let's process this statement into the system. Okay, so now how can I process this statement? Now let's go to the ff_5, ff_5. Okay, first import the statement, select the BI format, then the statement which has been listed here is a, go to the desktop. Let me select that statement from here. Okay, OTPM, select this one and select this one. Now post immediately, don't touch this one and come down here, come down. As I mentioned, right, you need to give this here is a mandatory. Now print bank statement, print a separate list. Okay, then once all the parameters will be selected. Now before going to process this one also, now let's have a look at the open items. Okay, so these two are the open items which are lying. Now this document should be cleared. Sorry, 50,000. This document should be cleared. Now let's have a look at into the system. Okay, so now two documents are not showing here. Okay, only 5 documents which are showing here, only this vendor. Let's select the cleared items. You can, okay, so for this 42, the document 50,000, where you can come towards the end, you can say 50,000, it should be here. 50,000, it should be here. Now 50,000, where you can see here 50,000, you can see here. Vendor invoice clearing. The same way, 75,000 also, where you can see here 75,000. It's been posted here. Now it has been cleared successfully, even the document also. Now let me process this statement. The system has to process the two statements. Okay, I mean one statement, but the posting rules. Okay, remember the posting rules which should derive from here. The posting rules, ITIN, right? Let me check. The posting rule should be derived from here, ITIN. Okay, this posting rule for this bank account should be this posting rule, and for this bank account, the posting rule should be this one. Okay, but ensure that the search strings should be ensure one is a Naukari, another one is a India. Remember. Now let me process this statement. Okay, already in the statement we have already taken care where you can see the India, where you can see the India, where you can see the, one second, I think, see Naukari is not updated. That is the one. We need to ensure that one. India, then otherwise it will be difficult. Okay, so ensure that check all these things. India, Naukari for okay, so I'm just updating this one. Okay, so now India is there, Naukari is there, where the search strings value should be available in the 88, record number 88, remember. Now, okay, ensure that now it is ready. Now let me process this statement. Let's see what it will happen. Statement is already just ignored once. Okay. Okay, let me do in another way. Statement, right? 7 to date. Let me change the, oh, sorry. 25/02. Give the date. 25/02/06. I just changed the date here. Now it should process the statement. Hello? Okay, opening balance. Okay, that is fine. Just a warning message. It doesn't stop here. Okay, this also fine. Now you, okay, error. There is a error. What is this error? Company code 2525. Why this company code is 2525? It is appearing into picture. To check this. Company code 2525. From where this? Oh, I think bank accounts I have not changed. That is the reason. Okay, I think that accounts need to check this one. Posting rules which are deriving different posting rules. Posting rules 252250 outgoing. It is deriving different one. Okay, let me check this one. Let's have a look at. Okay, if this is the situation, you cannot process this statement again and again. Okay, because now let's see. Let me show you in front of you. Let's go back. Now, if I want to process the same statement again, if I execute here, what system will say? Simply system is already exist. You can ignore this statement. Okay, ignoring, system is not accepting. In such a situation, I have already described the steps here, which steps you need to follow. Okay, we have to upload EBS file into system. There are few errors. Okay, in case of there are few errors in the file, so we want to re-upload the file, same file. Then when we re-uploading the file, system will not accept, because file we have already uploaded with the same data and the same time. So that is the reason. Go to SC38 transaction code. Sorry, SC38 RFEBKA 96 is the program. Okay, delete buffer. Then deselect all. Okay, let's check the statement what you have. Okay, key number, right? You can also identify the key number, but here this account number you can identify with this account number. Okay, with the bank account number. Just copy this bank account and identify. But don't know, but what? Okay, so you can see here there are the statements. See, this is the old statement when I processed this one. 1174 access 999. First of all, this see now that is the reason system is calling this one. Okay, access 999 is a relevant for company code is a 2525. That is the reason system is throwing this error. Okay, so I'll do one thing. Okay, to avoid this one, even you can delete the statements from here. Okay, if you want, you can select which one you want to delete and delete. Okay, so the statements will be deleted. Okay, so now to correct that one, go to FI12 transaction code, enter the proper manage them. Okay, sorry. select the company code because the company codes which I have entered is a different one. That is the reason system is throwing that error. Now let me adjust it. This is the statement number. Okay, first one is this one. If I update this one, system will not throw error here. Okay, then the next one is this is the one. First, let me update the bank account. Then after that, I'll update the hosting keys. Sorry, this one is a bank key. Let me update the bank key here. Okay, this is where it is system is deriving the company code 2525 because this account number, this and all it's relevant for okay, now it is ready. Now the statement is ready. Now let me process this statement again. So now it should derive now. It should process now without errors. Let's try now. Okay, opening balance which is not matching, that is fine. Table IT okay. IT okay somewhere. What is this one? Okay. Got it. Understood. 1 second. The last step which is missed here. 1 second. Okay. It's not OT83. Where is that? Got it. Why that error is getting? Because this one, not this one. No, now, okay. Somewhere I only locked this one. Where I have. Okay, here. Okay, so here I did not maintain that bank account. That's where that issue. Now let me do this one. Bank key, bank account. Okay, so KOCD. Okay, this is where that error is getting. Bank account. Okay, this one is the bank account. Transaction type is a ITIN. Company code. I an entry already exists with the same key. Okay, that's fine, no problem. I can leave blank that one also. Now, okay. System is deriving, but still it's getting this error. Okay, let me process. Let me update the statement again. The date, timestamp. I'm just updating the timestamp here. Statement is already exist. It's ignoring. Let's go to the C38. Then remove the statement. First delete. First deselect all. Okay, then you can identify the statement one by one. Then you can okay, now you can see the statement. This one you can delete. Then come back. The next one also you can delete the same way. First deselect all. Okay, the statement which is available here, you can also remove. Okay, these two. 07356. Okay, in the statement also you can see here 07356. This is the bank account number I'm removing. Then only you can process. Otherwise, you will not process that statement. Let me process now. Table does not exist in ITKO. Table does not exist in ITKO. What is this error? T00 and exist in ITKO. What is this one? This one only, that error I remember. second. This one only T002B. Is this error? T002D. T002D. What is this T002D? 1 second. T002D. Okay, only one statement it is picking. Statement number. Okay, two means 75,000, 50,000. Both are picking. But why this is getting this error? Let me check this one. 1 second. What is happened to this one? SC38 RFEBKA 96. These two I need to delete. Just 1 second. What is this? I don't know. ITKO T028D. Okay, what is this table? Posting rule. Posting rule. 1 second. Why this is saying this posting rule? Define posting rules. So ITKO I have defined here. ITKO outgoing posting rule, which is already defined. Define posting rules. Create a transaction type. So assign external transaction type. Assign accounts to the ITKO account symbol, which is already assigned. Define posting rules. ITKO. ITOU, ITMN. Okay, that is fine. ITKO, ITKM. Main bank account editing. This is debiting, but still why this error is getting? Yes, see. IT okay. Oh, okay. IT okay. Where is this IT okay? Where I have mapped IT okay? Something I have mapped wrong somewhere. 1 second. I think in OTPM or somewhere or what? ITIN. Okay. So here India, I have mapped this one, ITIN. Where is that? Search string, okay. Where is my Posting rules. Where are my posting rules? That is I had mentioned this one. Function cannot be selected. Okay, 1 second. Why that? Okay, IT okay. Here I have mentioned here. This is where it is calling. Okay, IT okay. Instead of IT okay, the correct one is the correct posting rule is a IT KO. This is the wrong one I had mentioned. That is where system is IT KO. Sorry, this is my mistake only. Now it's been okay. Okay, now it should work. Now let's go back. Where is that statement process, right? Now delete the buffer again. Okay, statement. Let me take this one. ID is a 11855. Here also we will get it. That one, that ID, buffer ID 11884, 11884. Okay, you can also mention 884 and 885. Two you can derive and differ and delete the statements. Delete the statements. Now let's come back. Now let me process the statement again. Mohan, you are following, right? What I'm trying to do, Mohan.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, now let me process. Now let's see how the system is going to, because you need to understand this. So now again, another error which has been occurred. What is this error? We'll see this one. Okay, so error in company code ITN, the number range NP is missing. Okay, so the number range NP doesn't have. Now let's map the number range. Okay, OT OBA7 NP. What is this NP? NP na NR. NP. NP is missing for year 2024. The number range NP. Where is this NP? In company code ITN, the number range NP. Oh, okay. The number range NP is missing. NP. Number range NP. 1 second. Let me go to FBN1. Company code, yeah, company code ITIN. Let's maintain the number. Yes. NP. Here, I don't see that NP. NP, not sure. Okay, what is the available range? Let's check the free interval. NP 2024. Let me check here. So the available frequency here. Let me select this one. Okay, so NP is mapped here. Now it should work now. Okay, now do one thing. Now let me remove once again. Okay, let me delete the statement once again. Okay, 1186 1187. 1186 and 1187. 1186 and 1187. Delete the statement now. Okay, so now I am processing the statement now. Now let's process once again. Okay, now it should work. Mohan. Hello.
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes,
now
sir.
how the search string functionality which is being implemented and which is worked here. You can see here the posting rule. Okay, first thing is that what you can see the posting rule here. First identify the posting ITKO and ITOU.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
ITKO and IT. One second. The posting rules. First, you need to check here whether the system is been derived or not. Exactly here. System it has been derived right here from here. Second thing is that accounts, bank accounts also the same. The bank accounts are the bank accounts differ, and even you can see the posting the posting GL accounts also differ here. It has different GL accounts. Okay, remember, and amounts are differ. Now let's go back here. What is the external transaction? You can see external transaction 495. For the same external transaction, the system has derived the different posting rules. Posting rule you can see here, different posting rules based on the subsystem functionality, how we have been mapped. Okay, Mohan.
Yeah.
How this functionality it is going to work. This is where how the search string functionality which is going to work for your work. Okay, just for your this configuration, I'll keep it as a copy. Then I'll put it into the system. Okay, I'll take this one. I'll put this one into the system. Okay, here also I had posted a different thing here, but still you can see here for your company code purpose, which it has been posted is a different one. Okay, now okay. So now let me go back here. Let me go back here. Now you can see the statements which are processed successfully. Mohan. Okay, this is where how the